The Red Air Force is claiming prodigious successes over the Luftwaffe. Russian bombers are adding their weight, compelling the enemy on land and in the air to fight all along the front, so that he is unable to concentrate a preponderant force on any one sector, either for defensive or offensive purposes. One at least was not high enough.
Сталинские «Соколы» беспрерывно наносили удары по врагу с воздуха. В тылы противника забрасываются парашютные десанты.
At Santa Monica, California, the world's largest bombing plane awaits its maiden flight. Compared to a pursuit plane, the big Douglas B-19 looks and is tremendous. The giant has never been flown before, and everyone is tense as she starts on a takeoff whose first minute costs an $83,000 insurance fee. Major Umstead brings the B-19 into the Army's March Field near Riverside. He tests the controls coming in, and the great plane responds instantly. Then he lowers the landing flaps and sets the wheels down. Once more, the great wheels bounce, and the largest and most powerful airplane ever built by man comes smoothly to Earth. A symphony of engineering genius and a flying laboratory to prepare for other great bombers to come.
From the air, the German coastal defenses were hit by every type of Allied aircraft. As a climax to the terrible punishment to the German power dealt by our air forces in the months leading up to D-Day, pillboxes, minefields, coastal guns, bridges, ammunition dumps, radar stations, tank depots, road convoys, railroad trains going to and coming from Normandy were pounded without pause. A procession of aircraft preceding them in the early light. Halt on the beach. In a duel with a shore battery, overhead the glider army headed toward its objective as the boats went in. From the air, ships could be seen stretching for miles in the back and forth across the channel. The air traffic continued without halt. The landing craft made their drive towards shore. Until the last possible moment, our planes hit at the enemy on the shoreline. The air forces did not neglect targets inland. Everything that could hinder our advance was subject to attack from the sky. From the ship's field a little early in the affair. The Luftwaffe was not entirely absent. The air forces, flying low, continued to find targets on the roads and railway lines. On fields inland, the gliders had landed and discharged their cargo. And to make the foot soldiers' job easier, our planes struck at roads and transport leading up toward the threatened coast.
Von Feodosia liegen im Bombenhagel der deutschen Kampf- und Sturzkampfflugzeuge. Verbände unserer Luftwaffe greifen den Erdtruppen weit voraus, Kraftfahrzeugkolonnen und Truppenansammlungen des Feindes an und zerschlagen seine rückwärtigen Verbindungen.
Дальше к африканскому побережью. Итальянский гидросамолет. Встреча с итальянским плавучим госпиталем. Следующий вылет нашей эскадрильи направлен на Александрию, мощной британской крепости в дельте Нила. Светящая авиационная бомба.
Eine feindliche Maschine stürzt ab. Unsere Jäger wackeln zum Zeichen des Sieges. Ein Aufklärer kehrt zurück.
Is marked by intense air combats. Dogfights between Russian, German and Italian fighters filling the sky. These fierce engagements had the effect of drawing Axis aircraft away from the Stalingrad front. Full thrust plan of penetration. USSR, which we present in the form of a broad pictorial survey of the relentless Russian advance. Stormovix helped to draw the noose tighter around the neck of German resistance as success is added to success along the entire front. From the automatic cameras on Allied aircraft come more spectacular pictures of how they're strafing ground targets behind the German lines. The big explosions are ammunition supplies going up.
Words of the German ace Gerhard Backhorn, who said, "I fought against all types of the Soviet aircraft, including those sent by Lend-Lease. I think the best was Yak-9. Altitude, speed, maneuver, fire. Air Cobra capabilities, its power-to-weight ratio and firing power helped developing new vertical combat tactics. Close to the end of the war, there appeared a more sophisticated Cobra family fighter, the P-63 King Cobra. It also served in the Soviet Air Force and remained in service long after the war. The aircraft on each side. At that time, the enemy noticed appearance of the new Soviet modification of LA-5 without the post-cabin fairing. It showed higher combat characteristics and proved itself equal with the German fighters. That was the LA-5F with a forced engine. The ace pilot Ivan Kozhedub, fighting in one of such regiments on the new fighter, brought down 17 German airplanes, including the Messerschmitt 262 jet aircraft.